Hello, podcast listeners. We know podcasts are a great way to catch up on a program that you may have missed on KSJE, and it's provided as a free service of this radio station. But you know, KSJE is now listener-supported, and so while you enjoy this podcast, we hope that you'll also take some time to join KSJE. Become a member today. It's quite easy to do. Just go to our website at ksje.com/support and pick the level of support that best matches your budget. Thanks again for listening. Here's your podcast. 10 minutes past 8 o'clock. It is Tuesday morning, the 16th day of September, 2025. Good morning, everybody. I'm Scott Michlin. Thanks for tuning in to KSJE 90.9 FM over the airwaves here in San Juan County, New Mexico. In Durango, Colorado, we broadcast at 103.3 FM. And if you're listening to my voice anywhere else on the planet, you've gone to our website to do that, streaming all the time from ksje.com, or maybe you're listening through the new KSJE app. Welcome also to our viewers who are joining us, the video of this program streaming out live to the KSJE Facebook page and also to our YouTube channel. So we're glad that you're all with us this morning. Because coming up in the next few moments, a conversation with Aztec Schools. We're getting an update of all things going on at Aztec Schools as the school year gets underway. Lots of things to share with you this morning, so stay tuned for that. Coming up in the next few moments right here on KSJE. Then, of course, later on this hour at 8:50 a.m., we'll be checking in with Amber Francisco from the Farmington Regional Animal Shelter, and she'll be telling us about some of the pets available for adoption this week, so you don't want to miss that. Coming up at 8:50 on KSJE. Next hour, of course, classical music with Meg Hess, Roving with the Arts, our long-running classical music program here, beginning after the news at 9:06. There it is, the new KSJE app. You can download it today from the App Store or Google Play. Just search for KSJE Radio and stay connected when you're on the go with live streaming and news articles and podcasts and all of it. Outside our studios here at San Juan College, it is a sunny Tuesday morning, 57 degrees. I'll call it 58 degrees this morning at the moment. We're expecting lots more sunshine today with a high reaching 83 in Farmington. Clear skies overnight, the low 51. Tomorrow, another sunny day on Wednesday with a high near 80. It'll be sunny in 77 on Thursday, partly sunny in 77 on Friday, back to more sunshine on Saturday, and Sunday about a high of 76 with overnight lows getting down to the mid-50s. I'll be back with my guests from Aztec Schools right after this on KSJE. KSJE is supported by San Juan Regional Medical Center, whose vision is to deliver world-class care, making life better for the communities they are privileged to serve. Offering a comprehensive range of inpatient, outpatient, and emergency care services so residents can live life better here. San Juan Regional Medical Center, community-owned and operated, here for you.
Now back to Studio A and the award-winning Scott Michlin Morning Program on KSJE.
My guest this morning, as I mentioned, from Aztec Schools. Welcome back to KSJE. Superintendent Lauren Laws is here this morning. Good morning. Thanks for coming in.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Good to see you this morning. Also, we want to introduce the other guests that you brought with you this morning. We have the athletic director from Aztec Schools, David Sweet is here. David, good morning. Sorry, I couldn't read my notes there. Good to see you.
At all. Good morning, sir. Good to see you again.
Thank you for being here. You bet. Also, you brought with you your head basketball coach from Kugler Middle School. That's Kenny Adams. And Mr. Adams, good morning to you. Great to see you.
Good morning.
Thank you for being here as well.
Thank you for having me.
You bet. Superintendent Laws, we'll get started by asking, as I do, I think, how things are going. Here we are in mid-September that we can't believe. None of us in this room can believe that. But here we are.
I know. Things are going well and going quickly, as always. So
good.
Yes.
Very good. Well, let's get started and tell me a little bit about an update of your Capturing Kids' Hearts program. We've talked about that numerous times, and
Yes.
you've expanded it and continue it again with the new school year.
Yes, we're continuing it. So we had a 2-day training for all of our new certified staff, and then we had 50 spots available in the training, so we selected other people to join that training and participate and learn about capturing kids' hearts a little bit more. Coach Adam is one of those people, so we had him join, and just to kind of grasp what we're doing and where we're going with our district, and
Right.
just building those good relationships with students.
Sure.
is the foundation.
Right, what you've told me is what that program is all about, and it continues to grow, and it's great to see. And Coach, can you tell me a little bit about your impact from that program, or what you thought of it as you got involved with it?
It was a great learning tool. Like I was showing Ms. Law earlier, it's like the same thing. We connected in there. I'm connecting in my classrooms. It opened up my eyes to a lot of different perspectives, and I enjoyed it.
Right.
And I was glad to be part of that.
Has this something you learned of before, or was this brand new to you?
This is brand new to me.
Got you.
Yes.
But you can see, I guess, a lot of the tools that maybe you can take with you into the classroom, and maybe even out of the basketball court, perhaps?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. A lot of useful tools. I mean, the knowledge that was in that room was amazing. The energy that was in that room, very amazing.
Right. Can you pick out a couple of things that really stuck with you to share with us this morning?
The building relationship with the kids was one of the challenging parts that I took in. That very helpful. How to approach them, the teaching mode of it. It was. I learned a lot from that. So, getting ready for a classroom, I know will be very challenging, but I think it's very rewarding as well.
Yeah, very good. Well,
Yes.
good luck to you, and thank you for sharing that this morning. And I guess that's the point, isn't it? To share with your staff and others about this program and how it can help to interact more with your students and help students too, though there's a student part of this too.
Absolutely. I think it's a reminder of those small things, those small moments that really matter with students, and it's the little things that can have a really big impact and last a long time. And then a lot of the program is really about how we empower students, so empowering them to take the lead, empowering them to speak up, and that's not always easy to do as a child, especially around your peers, particularly maybe middle school age, but really empowering them and showing them how to do it in a proper way.
Right, exactly, because it's one thing to just let them go at it, but there's another
Right.
thing to let them go at it with some guidance too, and that's all part of this as well, right?
Yes.
Knowing when to maybe rein them in a little bit, but when to let them loose.
Right, some parameters definitely. The program talks about setting a social contract, so all of our teachers do that in the classroom, and then students can kind of check each other. So if someone's a little off task or talking when they're not supposed to, I can just give them a little and check them, and it's just to check your own behavior and know that you're disrupting me. And so we're starting to see a little bit more of that.
You mean fellow students can do that, not necessarily the adult in the room?
Yes, fellow students.
Got
So.
you. And that's, I guess, maybe different than the adult in the room saying, hey, simmer down now, or whatever it is, right? It's a student, a peer, saying, hey, I'm talking here. What the heck?
Very
Show
much
some
so.
respect or whatever it is,
Yes.
right?
Yes, I think it comes off a little bit different. So.
Right. And
Yeah,
you're starting to
we're
see more
seeing-
of that?
We are. We're seeing positive, and students are responding to each other, so that's really good to see.
Yeah, very much so. And all school levels, all grade levels, I guess, too, would be my
Yes.
other question?
Yep, K through 12. Our high school students don't typically there's hand signals. They don't typically use the hand signals as much as the little ones, but
Right.
yeah, same concepts, same ideas, and the high school is doing a tremendous job. They were one of our spotlight schools selected by Capturing Kids' Hearts last year, so
Nice.
yes.
Very good. Well, congratulations. I'm glad to hear that program continuing, and I think you're seeing a lot of the results and seeing it kind of growing too, and more students getting involved, and your staff kind of using it more and using some of those tools. So it seems like it's been a win-win
Yes,
at
it
Aztec
has.
schools.
It sure has.
That's great. Very good. Some of the other things you want to talk about, your strategic plan. I know you did a lot of that work too, and are continuing that work as well.
We did. So we are well underway with our strategic plan. So we're looking at our academic, just today I just focused on our academic excellence goal. And basically we've found that, goodness, we've had a lot of #1 turnover in the superintendency in the last few years. And then we've had COVID and all the things, right? So
Right.
what we discovered was we really feel like we need to go back and ensure that we have a solid foundation as we're moving forward. So we're really focusing this year on our PLCs, and we built time into our schedules that teachers now have PD days in which they can meet and refocus on what's important,
Right,
and
and
just re-engage in those conversations.
True, and just for the radio audience, and I've learned over the years, PLCs is professional learning communities, so if
Yes.
they can't see the graphic on the screen, that's what you're talking about. And those are opportunities for teachers to join with other teachers to kind of ask questions and maybe get some insights or advice from other teachers into whatever they're facing in the classroom or what have you?
Yes, so we'll have both grade level meetings or content level meetings, and the teachers will look at their classroom data and then have conversations about teaching strategies. And really that's where we want the conversation to live is how are my kids doing? What do my kids know? How can I help? If my neighbor's doing really well, what are you doing that I can maybe try? Those are the conversations that we're really seeking this year.
Right, right. And you're giving teachers time, I guess, to have those conversations is the other
Yes.
part of this too.
Yes, we are. We have built in some additional PD days, which we've never had. We have 4 extras, I believe, this year for this purpose. And they kind of align at end of quarters, so it's a really good time to dive into data and create a plan going into the second quarter
Right.
or third quarter.
And see what's
they have
working and
time
maybe
on
what's
Wednesdays.
not working.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wednesdays as well. Staff stay until 4 o'clock on Wednesdays, so a little bit longer, and they can utilize that time as well.
Every week.
Yes,
Got
every
it.
week.
Okay, very good. And then more feedback and observation. Tell me about that part of this.
Yes, so the other big focus is with our administrators really just getting into classrooms. So we want our administrators and instructional coaches to go into a classroom and truly provide instructional feedback. It's happened, of course, in our district where we observe teachers, but we want it to be way more consistent and make sure that we're getting into every class at least bi-weekly and giving solid feedback on instructional strategies that they're testing. And we want teachers to feel more comfortable. It's not, evaluative. It's truly just, a coaching session.
Right.
How to help improve.
Got you. And so the idea, I guess, is that these administrators get into the classroom and then provide that feedback in a pretty timely fashion, I guess, to the teacher. Is that the idea too?
Yes. We would love it to be within a week, right?
Right.
Few days.
In a perfect world.
Even better.
In a perfect world.
Yes,
Right, I
yes.
understand. That's
And
not
then
always possible.
We're talking about just giving like a little bite size, a little nugget of feedback, right? Just something that I can turn around and try and implement within my class, and then let my administrator know how it went.
Right.
Good, bad, all of it.
Right.
So that we
So
can
you-
learn and grow from there.
You want the administrator to hear back from the teacher as to how that feedback got implemented into the classroom, I guess. Did
Yeah,
it work?
we're-
Did it not work? What have you?
We're really trying to close that loop because that feedback cycle to me, the feedback is the most important part. And so if they can have those conversations and then it just continues on, and I picture it as a circle, right?
Sure.
As the cycle continuing, then that's where I think we'll see
Right.
great improvements.
Gotcha. So not just one-way communication, a little two-way communication.
Yes,
Got it.
yes.
Makes sense to me. Very, as a public speaking teacher here at San Juan College, so that relates to me as well. So very good. I skipped over an enrollment part that we want to talk about too
Yes.
with Aztec schools, and that is your total enrollment for this school year compared to last school year, and those bar graphs look pretty close to me.
They do. I think it's difference of 6 children from where we ended the year to where we are currently.
Yeah, or let's see, 23-26 to 23-32. So 7? No, 6. 6.
Yeah.
It's too early for math for me, but you had it right,
I know.
Superintendent.
Well-
Yes. You live and breathe those numbers, I know,
Yes.
so you would know them. Yes.
Yes.
So
So-
6 students is pretty good, I would say.
It's pretty good. We're holding steady
Mm-hmm.
because our trends have shown just a constant decrease over the last, 8 years probably. So for us to be holding steady is a great thing. So
And that's significant, again, because a lot of funding is tied to school enrollment and things like that. And so if you can hold steady, that can help with budgeting, I guess, and things like that, and maybe some planning down the road to say,
Yes.
this clump of students is going to move up through the schools, hopefully.
Yes.
And you can kind of plan for that as well.
yes, it's huge. The 40-day and 80-day and 120-day counts are critical for schools and budgeting. So
Right, and those are coming up too. The first 40-day
gonna
count
be here
is
before we know
is
it.
coming up in October, I think,
Yes,
right?
yes, it is.
That's imperative for I guess, parents to make sure their kids are in school that day, because
Uh-huh.
that's when they get counted for a lot of different things.
Right.
But that's great, because I think a lot of other local districts and other districts are seeing maybe declines in enrollment. So the fact that you're only down 6 is fairly significant.
Yes, it
So
sure is.
that's important. And is there anything that you can point to show that? I guess just maybe not as many families moving out of the community, or more families moving into the community, or
I don't know that I can pinpoint it. I think we did a study. I think I had talked with you last year when we were looking at our enrollment. We had 50 kids leaving, and
Right.
so my sweet secretary made phone calls to all of those people because I really wanted to understand why are they leaving and
almost like
where
an
are they
exit
going.
interview
and
kind of thing?
Yes,
Yeah, okay.
yes. Is it
Sure.
something within our control that we can work to get better? And a lot of it was people were just moving out of the state. We do have moving to other districts
Sure.
in the area, but it was more moving out of the state than I was surprised by it.
Gotcha.
So,
They're not moving in the county or something to another
Right,
district. I guess.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think that we're in a really good place as a district. I think that we have great people. I think that we have a lot of positive things that are currently happening, and so I hope that that's being noticed and people will stick around
Right.
to be a part of it.
Got you. Okay. Very good. Let's talk about a survey you're asking for some input about from staff, students, family, community members.
Yes, so we are really trying to engage the community more. One thing that we're going to do is send out a survey regarding our 2 mil funds. And in the survey, it will be selected projects, one for each site, that are kind of on our list of needs, but we want our community to vote on them. So we really want them to have a voice as to what should be fixed first, kind of thing.
Okay.
Prioritizing them. And then whatever is selected, whatever is the top priority, is what we'll make our next initiative to move forward with. So it's things like Vista Nueva needs a new roof. It's kind of a biggie. The middle school needs new science tables in 3 classrooms. Lydia Rippey needs a new gym floor. It's 30 years old. So there's just different things like that. We try and explain a little bit about the history of why it's a need, and
Right.
then explain, and then we're just putting it out there, and we're going to be fine with whatever the community selects.
Okay.
We really want to engage the students, the staff, and the families and community members, because ultimately they use our space too. And so we want to be able to keep it nice and
Sure. Schools are community buildings and
Absolutely.
facilities, so that's
Yes.
important as well. And so the surveys are coming through the mail, or how are you going to deliver these?
No, we're going to push it out. We'll use our Thrill Share, our email system,
I
our
see.
texting, social media. I did that with a cell phone survey, and it got pretty great responses. So we're
Gotcha.
hopeful that we'll be able to reach.
Okay. But for
Yeah.
community members who maybe aren't otherwise connected to the schools through the email system, they will still get an opportunity to
Yes,
take part in
and
this,
just
right?
Make sure we figure out a good way. Someone told me you need to go to McDonald's every morning because that's where all the.
Well, there you
like,
go.
well, I don't know
Sure.
about that. That might be a place to start
Okay.
and ask how to reach them better. But
I have an image of you standing by the tiger in the middle of Aztec Boulevard, maybe with
A
a
little
sign or
sign,
something,
yeah.
or a QR code.
Please
Maybe
take our
that's it.
survey.
Yeah, but
so we definitely want to reach as many people as possible. So we'll
gotcha.
work to figure out how to do that.
Very good. And you'll give folks probably a window to complete it at
Yes,
some point, right?
It'll be. We're hoping actually to push it out tomorrow and give them until October 1st. So
Okay. So
couple weeks.
Couple weeks to get it in. Okay. Very good. But
Yes.
pushing out tomorrow. So that makes this breaking news. I appreciate
Yes,
that.
it
Thank you
does.
for coming with that.
You're
So
welcome.
That's wonderful. Very good. So watch for that. Residents of the Aztec School District, which of course is beyond the city limits of Aztec, and that's why you want input from everybody in the
Yes.
district. So
Yes.
that's really important. So very, very good. Something else we can cover with athletics is character matters and some of those goals and things like that. So, Mr. Sweet, let me bring you into the conversation. He's been waiting patiently over there to get his 2 cents in. I haven't even asked him a question.
So, Character Matters, whenever we first got approached with it, was kind of an addition onto capturing kid hearts. We wanted to find something that we could implement onto the practice field that was just as realistic as capturing kids' hearts was in the classroom,
Right.
but was more so angled at the athletic side of things. And realistically, one of the things that we talked about with Jordan and Wade Salem, who kind of established this whole academic curriculum was you hire for skill and talent, but then you fire for character, right? Teaching these kids that after high school, there's another side of the world that's not just strictly based on athletics, and really starting to develop the young men and women that we want to see out in the community and out in the world as
Right.
adults.
Gotcha. Very cool. And so this program is being implemented in all of your schools?
It's being implemented right now in all academics across all athletics across Aztec, which is middle school and high school. So essentially what you're seeing on the screen is a select number of kids each week that really showed the character quality of that week.
I
You
see.
have discipline, you have heart, you have sacrifice, I think, is one of them as well. And it comes along with about 13 different character qualities is what they're called, and they all come together to spell out a word. And this year's theme is called the difference, and so we're trying to teach kids to be the difference and not just something that they want to see.
Right. Very good. And so who makes that decision, I guess? Is it your coaches or their fellow teammates? I mean, who is helping to identify these
So the
important
decision
kids?
on the kids each week comes from the coaches, and so essentially it's looking at kids that they really exemplify that specific character quality. It doesn't have to be your star athletes. It could be the person who is just there every day consistently and showing up and is part of the program, who puts in the same effort and same work and maybe doesn't get as much of the accolades on a game day as somebody else, but they're just as much a part of the team and a part of the program.
I see. And so I guess it gives coaches an opportunity to recognize that maybe not the high scorer, but maybe somebody else who's maybe just as integral in helping the team in a different way.
Correct.
That the idea. Coach, I want to ask you kind of these same questions. How are you implementing this on your team with your student athletes?
Well, I'm new to it this year with it, but
Yeah.
as implemented, I think it's a great tool because it can give that student or that athlete that week, like, okay, it helps motivates other ones too.
Right.
Okay, you got the reward for this week, so that next one might try hard to do his as well. And I think it'd be a good tool for discipline as well too.
Sure.
It gives them something to look forward every week.
Right.
Not just the norm coming in and doing the basics, but they come in there like, let's say, getting the balls getting ready for us, or getting water bottles ready, or something like small things like that, and being on time. It builds character. So I think with this coming up, with this implemented, I think it's going to be great this season that's coming up. I really do think it's going to work.
Right. Very, very good. And so again, from the elementary school level to the high school level, this is designed to work in.
So this goes from middle school to high school
Middle
just
to high,
because it's
sure.
athletic based. And so last year we started implementing it about halfway through the year. So Coach Kinney didn't actually get to use it last year because you guys were done before December, I believe, for boys basketball.
Gotcha.
And so this year it'll be a lot of first, especially for the middle school, but even at the high school level. But this is a year-long program, and you can implement it during off-season, you can implement it during season, summer workouts, right? This is something that we want to see implemented across all athletics throughout the year.
Right. Very good. And I think for a lot of folks, when they talk about athletics, and there's certainly a competition, but it's also important to kind of remember some of these other character aspects of competition and sportsmanship and all those different parts of it as well than just winning the game.
Absolutely.
So that's wonderful. Very good. And Superintendent, this is an important program to roll out to with your athletic teams.
It is, yeah. I think they both have summed it up nicely, but I think it's that reminder for kids, each and every day that it's not all about winning, and I'm super competitive. So, we love to win, but let's do it with class or lose with class. And those are hard things to learn sometimes when you're young. So this program is a great reminder of really what's important at the end of the day.
Right. Very true. Thank you very much. Some other things coming up. You've got a lot of things coming up with these athletic events that are happening. This is what we have to look forward to, huh?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
So starting off, obviously we have our football and volleyball that's going right now for the high school and the middle school. High school, in addition to that, has soccer and cross country currently going right now. We're seeing success, especially in our football league right now. Our Cougar football is currently undefeated. We did have one game get canceled that's going to get moved to the end of the season, so that'll get rescheduled. Volleyball is seeing success right now. They're about 2-4. Had a huge win just last week over, who was it over? Do you remember? I'm struggling to think of who we beat, and it was really awesome just to see those girls after that win. lose their mind is a bad way of putting it, but they were so excited. And
were they maybe not expecting to win that game, or was it kind of a close score?
I think that was a big part of it. It was a close score, and so they came into it and they really just came level-headed. They played a phenomenal game, and it's really exciting to see, especially for the future of our programs, the competitiveness that's starting to come up and grow inside of Aztec. So.
Right. Very cool. Well, again, here's the schedule. I know, I know you appreciate all the fans coming out in the stands and cheering on the team. Even community members maybe who want to go out and cheer on the team. So that's important as well. So lots of opportunities coming up to do that. And the weather's still pretty decent, as we were talking about. So it's great to go out and enjoy a athletic competition now and again. So great to do that. We just have a couple of minutes remaining this morning. So Superintendent Laws, anything else that you are working on these days, or what to look forward to maybe next month in October?
Well, like Coach said over here, it's fall, so we're excited for fall, and the year is just flying by. So we're excited to have a solid plan in place and continue moving forward. And I'll update you next month on a different part of our strategic plan goal and tell you where we are. But I think overall, I feel like we're in a really good spot. We didn't talk about this, but we only have 4 openings, teaching position wise.
Wow.
So, and they're all special education teachers, so that's pretty good. I think overall, we're in a good place.
Very good. Wonderful. Well, congratulations on that. That's a big accomplishment, I would think. And I guess if anyone is a special education teacher who would like a job, you've got 4 of them at Aztec schools.
Yes.
So folks can apply and get their stuff in. So that sounds great. Very good. Well, thank you for being here, as always. Thank you all for coming in and sharing information about your areas, and much good luck this school year. And we'll see you again soon, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you
for having us.
You're very welcome. My guest this morning from Aztec Schools here with me on KSJE. Did you enjoy that podcast? We hope that you did. And if you did, share it with your friends. And if you really want to keep podcasts like this coming, please support KSJE. You can do it easily online at ksje.com.